Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. Today, Harbor Freight announced a recall on over 1 million products. Or 1 million items. 1 million things sold. The same product, but they sold over 1 million of them. Does that make sense? So just announced today, May 14th, and this was an item that I was really looking for. I actually called the store a couple of weeks ago asking for it, and they didn't have it. The nearest store that did have one available was hours and hours away, so I wasn't about to do that drive. But I bought the electric pole saw, and I wanted to get the chainsaw to go with it, and recalled. So, we look at the Consumer Protection, whatever, Safety Commission. It says, Harbor Freight Tools recalls chainsaws due to serious injury hazard. So the name of the product is Portland, which that's the new one, and you can see the picture there. One Stop Gardens, which I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of that. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. And Chicago Electric, so that's your old brand name. 14-inch electric chainsaws. The power switch can malfunction and allow the chainsaw to continue operating after the operator moves the switch to the off position, posing a serious injury hazard to the operator. So the remedy is a replacement. It was recalled on May 14th, and about little over 1 million units were sold. It says it continues operating after it's switched to the off position, and I'm wondering, is the electric motor, is it just like there's no brake, so it just keeps going until it comes to a stop on its own? Or is there like the full torque and power of the motor still going and something else is happening within the switch? If it's just lacking a brake and it's slowly coming to a stop, it seems like that's the most logical thing of what's going on actually. And I think all they did was add a braking mechanism to it. Because if we come down here a little bit, it says recall details. This recall involves 2 models of 14-inch chainsaws sold under 3 different brand names. The Portland and One Stop Gardens brand chainsaws have a green and black color scheme, and Portland printed on the blades. The Chicago Electric brand chainsaw has a red and black color scheme, and Chicago Electric printed on the chainsaw handle. All recalled chainsaws were sold with a black blade guard. The model number is printed on a label on the bottom of the chainsaw. It also, here it says, this stuff's interesting. No, first off, I'll put a link down below so you can check out all this stuff for yourself. I still have never seen this One Stop Gardens. I might have to look that up because it's bothering me what that is. It says, remedy, consumers should immediately stop using the recalled chainsaws and return the product to their local Harbor Freight Tools store for a free replacement chainsaw. Replacement units will be available starting May 21st. So, the remedy tells me a few things. One, if you have this saw and it broke and you held onto it for any reason, or if you've had any problems with it, your warranty just got extended because you get a new one for free. This also means if you can find a really cheap one or something at like a garage sale or eBay or something, I don't know if you're supposed to, but you could probably turn it into Harbor Freight and get yourself a new one. I don't think you're supposed to do that though. But I don't know if they could stop you. Okay, so the other thing is, they must be coming out with an updated version because they're not giving you your money back. They're giving you a replacement, and they're going to be available next week. That also means they're going to have to come out with a new model number because obviously there has to be a way to differentiate between the recalled models and the replacement models. Further, the price, we still have a coupon available on my website, struggleville.net. That goes until 6/25, and it was for $39.99. So I wonder if the new item will count towards this coupon or not. Also, the regular price was $49.99, and since they've had to make some modifications and they're obviously losing money on this recall, I wonder if they're going to change the price or do anything in that fashion. But hopefully it's still $49.99 because I still want one. Hell, I'll take one of the old ones. I'm not even worried about it, but, I'll turn it in to get a free one if I had one anyways. Okay, so that's that. The incidents/injuries. Harbor Freight Tools has received 15 reports which in the grand scheme of things, okay, I don't know how many people report things to the manufacturer or the company who sells something, but when you've sold over 1 million products and only 15 reports, I mean, really, percentage-wise, that is extremely small, but I guess because we're dealing with the chainsaw, we're abundance of caution, right? So, chainsaws continuing to operate after being turned off by the operator, resulting in 3 laceration injuries, including 1 serious injury to the arm requiring stitches. So, I don't know, I feel like these people are kind of just idiots. But, so of 15 reports, there was only 3 injuries. Man, just think about that. We went from 1 million units sold to 15 reports down to only 3 injuries. So 1 million units sold and 3 injuries. I mean, come on. That's... And then 1 requiring stitches. Look, if this thing had full torque, full power, and it hit you on the arm, man, that's not stitches. That's called amputation. You'd be the one-arm bandit after that. So, I really think it's just the item didn't have a brake on it and they're adding a brake. That's the only thing I think is logical here. I think people were kind of stupid to get cut by it. Don't put any body part anywhere near that end of the chainsaw. Anytime it's plugged in, I don't care if it's running or not. If you're going to dick around with the chain, unplug it. It's an electric chainsaw. How hard is it just to unplug it? It's not even like a battery-operated one, where I guess I could see more of an opportunity because maybe you don't take the battery out to mess with the chain. But with a plug-in thing, just unplug it. Who screws around with plugged-in devices? You go lick the wires or something? Come on. So anyways, guys, that's that. It says sold at Harbor Freight Tools nationwide and online from May 2009 through February 2018. So it looks like they must have started pulling them in February. So maybe that's the process, how long it takes. Maybe they had to do a little internal investigation or external. I don't know how this stuff works. And that's how long between February and May 14th until it came out. But pretty interesting. Here's a recall number. And like I said, I'll put all this on my website so you guys can check it out. I'll put a link down below. So if you have one, go get yourself a new chainsaw on May 21st. And if someone knows, tell me what this one-stop garden stuff is, because I'm lost. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you had this chainsaw, did you like it? Did you experience this problem if you own this? I mean, 1 million people apparently bought it, so one of you probably has it. Did you have any problems with it? Did it ever keep running? What do you think's going on? Are you going to get the new one? Are you going to turn yours in for a recall? I don't know. I guess you might as well. Probably didn't make any other changes. Just whatever they had to do to get the blade to stop or chain, whatever. You know. All right. You know, the funny thing is, okay, real quick, this is going to get extended just for a second. They just came out with these Portland saws. They just came out with them. In less than a year, right? 6 months maybe? And they didn't know about any of these incidents beforehand? Or did they just get like a spree of 13 of the 15 showed up in the last few months? Maybe something's materially different with the Portland one that made it worse than the Chicago Electric. I think it's odd. They've been selling it since 2009. Was it 2009 or 2008? They've been selling it since 2009. So for 10 years, they were selling it and didn't have any recalls or nothing. And then they get just a few months into a new brand name, and all of a sudden, we got a recall. Really expensive for them, especially after doing the Portland thing. Anyways, all right. Thanks, guys.